Hey guys, is everyone okay? I don't know if you know, but it's a war going on right now. A clone war. Alright, no. It's not that serious, but America, we do have a problem. We have become boring. Guys, it's time for us to wake it up. Everybody is obsessed with coming off a certain way or being cool or I don't know, looking the same like everybody else. And I'm here to tell you right now today, it's time that we free ourselves. It's time for you to free yourself. We cannot be boring. We're too young and fine and fly to be doing that. Let me paint you a picture, all right? Me and my homegirl, Allie, we decided to go to the Rema concert at Madison Square Garden. We're having a blast on the way there. We're filming TikToks, they're popping off, we're doing our thing, the vibes are high. When we get there, the performance is great, Rema's killing it, but the people in the crowd are not, the vibe's not there. Something's not clicking. Why? Because everybody wants to be acting Hollywood. Everybody wants to be in the crowd acting like they're the star. And Rema even said it. You guys need to get up, dance, have some fun because you're killing the vibe. And that's a real problem. Something about us all of a sudden became obsessed with being cool. What's this obsession with being cool? Because when we are so obsessed with being cool, we are missing out. Because when we're obsessed with being cool and fitting in and being like everybody else around us, being cool, people were paying way too much attention to themselves to even enjoy the real star who was on stage. People were taking pictures of themselves in their outfit while the performance was happening, watching their own Instagram story while the performance is happening. I genuinely have never seen anything like it. And this has been a theme. People go to the clubs not even fun anymore because people want to act Hollywood. They want to sit in their section and just look around. It's not fun, guys. Summer is coming. We need to lock in. We need to bring back, my earring fell. Okay. We need to bring back the silly. And that's what I'm here today to talk about. It's time for us to free ourselves, free yourself from the clutches of the clone war, trying to be like everybody else. We're too young, too fly. Life is too short to be stuck doing that. So yes, today is another healthy crash out, and I'm waging a war against the clones. No. Yeah, I don't really know what happened to us. Like I said, if you've been to the clubs lately or you've just been out, a lot of people want to act Hollywood. A lot of people want to act bougie. And I'm not really sure where that came from. Well, I mean, actually, yes, I do. I think that we became so obsessed with our online personas that we started to become them in real life. We became obsessed with the Instagram baddie. And, you know, the Instagram baddie has gone through a lot of changes over the years. It has taken on many different forms. But overall, the Instagram baddie is just like a very put together, beautiful girl. And she's cool. She's cool. She has a serious face. She's not smiling. She's just demure, right? Cool. She's cute. I love that. I'll dabble in the baddie from time to time myself. But when I log off of Instagram, I put her away. And I think that's the thing that we're forgetting to do sometimes. We're forgetting to put the baddie away and then actually live our lives. And that's what I was seeing at this concert that was just so concerning to me. These girls are at the show like, not taking a video of the man on stage that they paid over $100 to see. No. Of themselves, of their fit during the show. And then rewatching that same story over and over again. Guys, wake up, babe. Wake up. We're missing out on the world ahead of us. We are now also turning ourselves into carbon copies of what we think the perfect girl is. Of course, you know, we see online people telling us, you need to try this, you need to try that. This is the new pants of the summer. This is the new shorts of the summer. This is the new shoes of the summer. All right, we already got the uniform. We're already all dressing the same. Okay, great. But can we at least like be individuals and how we act, how we have fun? Can we at least not lose sight of the silly? That's my problem. Our generation is stuck in the mode of scroll and observe. We're so used to consuming that we're not always thinking creatively about who we want to be or show up as. We're kind of now used to leaning on people to tell us how to think, what to wear, what to emulate. I'm not opposed to watching videos where people share their thoughts. I'm one of those people. That's cool. But what I'm saying is, I just don't want us to lean on people too much on how, like, wait for them to tell us how to think, what to do, what to wear, how to behave, how to act if we want a man, how to act if we want this, that, and the third. Like, you just, at some point, enough is enough, and we have to just show up as who we are, because I don't want to be like everyone else, because then we're all following the same instruction manual, and then what makes me different from you? What makes you different from her? Like, no, that's so boring, and I'm truly just over it. So yeah, I think that we need to start practicing separating social media from our real real life. You know, the same way we need, in order to enjoy life, we need work-life balance. I think that social media and online culture has become such a big part of our lives, and now we need to find social media life balance, a separation between your online persona and who you actually are, so that you're able to let loose and be yourself. Because I'm seeing a lot of acting in real life, or making your likes be whatever's trending now. And of course, fashion is an obvious example of this. I don't want us to be neglecting what actually suits us because we want to wear something that's cool at the time. Like, I remember I fell victim to this, oh my goodness, when the soap brows were in. Me and my genetically thin eyebrows were struggling, because what are we doing? Like, anytime that thick eyebrows were trending in the past, I would try to do it and it would just look so bad. But I was trying to be like everybody else, and it backfired because that's not who I'm meant to be. I'm a thin eyebrowed girl. That's what it is. Even for beauty, even for style, I know that my body does not look good in a jort. I'm too compressed for that. And that is okay. I'm not gonna force myself into a pair of jorts just because a girl on TikTok with 300,000 followers told me to. And of course, we can experiment with style. Of course, that's fun. That's the point, it's fun. If you want to do something, let it be because you genuinely want to do it. Don't be one of those people, please, who are forcing themselves to like matcha. Even though they think it tastes like grass, they're forcing themselves to like it because everyone's liking it now. All that is to say is we don't have to have social media tell us what to like, how to dress, and then what energy to emulate. We already have 1,010,000 creators also telling us how to present ourselves so that we are more desirable or more cool, how to act in public so that we're more desirable and more cool. Guys, we don't need an instruction manual to exist. Like, when did we become so reliant on what's happening online? Reminder, online is not real. It's not real. When you turn your phone off, it's over, it's away. So when we invest way too much in what's going on over there and what they're saying to do and how to act, we lose the core of what it means to be human. I think that I'm really sensing that when I go out in the world, and it's kind of saddening to me. And not for nothing, I'm not saying that we need to be buck wild, crazy all the time and be, you know, I leave space for the introverts because, to be honest, believe it or not, your girl is also an introvert. I'm an introvert. Yes, I am an Aquarius. So this episode is very true to me. So that means I'm more introverted, I'm more reserved, and I believe in being an individual. And so as your neighborhood Aquarius, I'm very concerned by what I'm seeing, guys. But all that's to say, you can be an introvert. I'm not saying you need to be buck wild or not be who you are. Because bottom line, I can be an introvert. I can be shy, I can be more reserved, but I still know how to have fun. When I get in the zone and I'm with my girl Allie and we're in the club dancing, we bust out like we're in the white chicks dance-off scene. I have my moments. And so can you. You don't need to be crazy all the time, but remember to have your moment. Remember to stay silly, whatever that looks like for you. We got to just abandon the idea of being cool, because you know what, at the end of the day too, it doesn't get you anywhere. When you're not showing up authentically as yourself, you miss out on the things that are actually meant for you. If Alex Earl was obsessed with like the clean girl aesthetic, she wouldn't be Alex freaking Earl. She knows she's a hot mess express, and so she made that her thing. Authenticity. The same goes for us. We have to make whatever our thing is our thing, and that's what's gonna make you pop off in whatever you're trying to do. That's what makes you stand out in this world. If you're too busy trying to copy off of somebody's paper, you're gonna get an F in the game of life. I truly believe that we all have this like unique energy, right? And there are certain things that are destined for us in life. There are certain things that we're destined to have or experience or feel. And so when you spend so much time trying to change your energy and become somebody that you're not supposed to be, or impressing people that you're not meant to be with, that is delaying the things that are meant for you. That's delaying your blessings. So let's bring Alex Earl back into the example, right? Let's say she is destined to be the big influencer that she is, right? But she is unsure of herself and she decided to make content as a clean girl, following the clean girl aesthetic. she may not have been so successful early on because that's not who she really is, and it would not have been genuine, and it would have delayed the thing that was meant for her. So essentially, when you spend so much time disguising yourself or embodying an alternate persona, it makes you unrecognizable to the things that are meant for you, or the people meant for you. If you're trying to make friends or expand your network, but you're busy trying to play into what you think is cool or what social media tells you is cool, the people that the universe wants you to be friends with or have in your life are not gonna want to be your friend because you're not showing up as you. They don't know who this person is. I think that this is mostly a women's issue. We are conditioned to conform, and so if we want to get real feminist for a second, the most revolutionary thing we can do is not conform. I hear most women say that they didn't really start showing up as their authentic selves till they reached their 40s. That's pretty sad to me because I don't know about you, but I want to live my life with no regrets. I want to be proud of the person I was at 20. I don't want to look back on my 20s and think, damn, I was a shell of myself, or I wasn't really true to myself. I really wasn't deep down who I wanted to be. That's sad. And I almost fell into that too. I knew I wanted to start a podcast one day, but I was like, I don't know if that makes sense right now. I don't know, like I feel like I'm so young, like blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait a minute, I could start now and perfect myself later. And that is both living with no regrets and living authentically in your 20s instead of waiting until you're 40, and also about not delaying the things that are meant for you because you're showing up as yourself. I do believe that this podcast is part of my destiny and part of what I'm supposed to do. So if I waited and waited because I was scared of what people thought or scared of coming off as cool or perfect, I would have never started it, and I would have delayed my destiny. Life is too short to be doing that. I don't want to wait till I'm 40 to start being comfortable with myself or stop worrying what my For You page says. Life is too short, and I decided I need to like myself instead. I really don't care what people think anymore. I just started posting whatever. If I think it's cool right now, great. If I don't think it's cool later, also great. The only person I owe anything to is myself, and that's the place that I want all of us to get to. Life is way too short, and I'm tired of seeing all of us look bored when we're out because we want to blend in and look cool or impress our followers. Again, social media is not a real place, and that's coming from a digital marketer who my whole career is social media. All my days on social media, and even I know that's not a real place. It is a fake world. I don't want to base my life impressing people of the fake world, like living by the rules of the fake world. No, get back in touch with yourself. We gotta stay silly. We gotta remember who we are and stop trying to entertain this facade. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? So yeah, our obsession with being cool is ruining everything. I think that it's time that we get back to our roots of being a little zany, a little quirked up. That's perfectly fine. I think that makes you more attractive. I think that makes you even cooler if you just throw caution to the wind and just be who you want to show up as today. You could be a whole different person tomorrow. No one cares. We're in our 20s. This is what it's about. Let's show up and show out. We have one life to live, for real. Because again, summer is coming. Summer is here. Actually, summer is here. She just knocked. Memorial Day weekend just passed. So we need to make sure that the vibes are right. And we're not out here trying to be cool. We're actually trying to have a good time and show up as who we are. So thank you guys for listening to my little brain dump. It may not have been completely organized, but I had to say what I had to say. And I'm showing up authentically today. That rhymed. Thank you. Anyways, that's the point of this episode. Let's just get into the song of the week. This week's song of the week is Alien Superstar by my girl Beyonce. I am seeing her tomorrow when I'm recording this for Cowboy Carter. And I was like, this is actually one of my favorite songs off of Renaissance. And it's just, you've heard it. Hello. You've heard it. It just fits this episode's theme. I am unique. That's what makes me cool. I don't fit anybody else's mold, and I'm not letting anyone create it for me. I set the standard. It's time for us to wake up and set the standard. We gotta step into our power, lock in. Yeah. So Alien Superstar, be sure to listen to it on the official Mindfully Aligned playlist linked below. That concludes this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, show all the love, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.